I'm Nige.
I'm Anders.
I'm Paul.
I'm Mark.
Welcome to the Winter Beer Kit Fest. A lot of beers lined up. Nige, tell them what we're doing. Go on.
Well, Winter Beer Kit Fest. It's the beers we couldn't fit in the summer, basically. And so there's darker beers, there's brown ales, imperial ales, and Belgian beers.
Mm-hmm.
But we have a lager round just to ease us into things. And we have got some different ones, but we're starting off with Cooper's Lager. Because that's just gives us that baseline.
It's a baseline, isn't it?
Yes.
That's right. Good call.
Uh,
Okay.
This is one of Mark's brews. Oh yeah,
Okay.
snacker choice.
We've got a
Mushroom pakoras.
plethora.
Yeah, mushroom pakoras with some mango chutney. We've got stuffed peppers and olives and
Yeah.
things.
So, yeah.
So, but anyway, to start with, Cooper's Lager. This was your brew, and you've pimped it, haven't you?
Yes, it was. This is. I'm attempting for the oldest beer on today, really, because we did this one on the first beer kit review. Beer
18
Festival.
months ago.
18,
Right, okay.
Yeah. So this was the one we did with a lager yeast, and I did the ale yeast. And of course, this was the one we preferred at the time.
Yeah.
So
Oh, we've just got one bottle between us, just
Yes.
because we've got a lot to do. But this is just a taster.
Just a
Anyway,
start.
Cheers.
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 That's still crisp
yeah,
and smooth, and
Oh, that's beautiful.
that's very nice.
I was going down with fake praise there. I don't mean to do that. I was going to say, Mike, I'm so thirsty. And
Yes.
we
But
sat
that's
here
what a
for about
lager
an hour
is
now. When are they getting here?
Yes.
But no, this is lovely.
It tastes nice. It's crisp.
It really is crisp
Mm.
and light and very poppy. It's
yeah. I do have a habit of over carbonating.
no, I didn't mean. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that.
That
It's
way.
full of
Energy.
energy,
Yeah.
not necessarily
Lively.
fierce.
Lively, yes.
But it is lively.
And refreshing. Very refreshing.
Oh yeah.
And a nice colour.
But anyway, it's
Yeah.
a nice way to kick off things. So we'll get on to the next beer in a bit. Back in a bit. Well, we've poured out the next beer, and it is Mark.
It is Cooper's Mexican Lager. Brought this one down for the summer festival. So well enjoyed, in fact. Got a request to bring it back for as a
We
sort
were going to have another Mexican beer to put this up against, but it's not ready yet. So,
yeah.
we've just got it. So this is the last of the summer drinks, I think, for the Winter
Yeah.
Fest. But it's one that I think we quite liked last time.
Yes.
Again, nice colour as well. And it looks lively and
It's-
refreshing.
It's a golden.
It's a beautiful colour. That is.
It's sunshine in a glass.
Oh, it's
Which-
beautiful.
I'm going to say which on the day is at the moment is
Yeah.
it's a well deserved thing.
Anyway,
Got it.
cheers.
Cheers.
Chin chin.
Oh, very different.
Okay. Note to self here is don't start a beer kit fest thirsty. Drink plenty of water beforehand. Because this is going down too nicely and too quickly. That is lovely. That's got a real dryness to it.
You've got a sweetness at the start,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not overpowering the sweetness. It's just not ghost. It's there, but the dryness afterwards.
This is more subtle, and there's less of a taste to the one before.
It's much cleaner.
Yes, yeah,
I think that in the lager world they call that clean.
cleaner. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But I haven't got the lemon or the lime coming through, which
No.
we had last time.
Yeah.
No. Oh, hang on.
Well,
Because I'm just getting something at the back of the back end there.
I've got it there.
Okay.
Yes,
All right,
that's
okay.
citrus. Yes.
Yes.
Cracking bit. And Cooper's
Coupe Mexican cerveza.
You did brew enhancer with it, or just
Oh no, you Coupe.
or
Yeah, should have been Coupe. It should have been a Cooper's #1
yeah.
brew enhancer with it. Yeah, just as it said on the tin, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Just went for it.
How long before it was drinkable?
With all the Cooper's dextrose enhancers, 4 weeks, 6 weeks.
That's not bad. And the last question was it the yeast you got with the kit you used? That's just amazing.
Yeah.
That is lovely.
Which
That
do you
really is
prefer
nice.
between this one and the one before?
Oh, for me, this is cleaner than the last
yeah.
one.
Yes.
I prefer this.
Yeah, I would definitely
Yeah.
take this one.
Can you remember offhand what the ABV on this is?
It would have been about a 138 start, so probably about 4 and a bit percent.
Okay.
Cooper's kits tend to come out 4.2 to
Yeah.
4.5.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you see, yeah,
They're all the same. They all come in round about.
Oh, do they?
that
Okay.
Yeah.
mark.
That's probably why I've never had a Cooper's kit.
yeah, well, too
Because
large.
I always go.
The numbers are not big enough for you, man.
No,
They
but the thing I've noticed, I've got an 86 day, and they tell you what they think you should start at, and they should say you should start at about 136 on your hydrometer.
Yeah.
But they don't tell you what the ABV is going to be. It's not on the front of the tins anymore.
Oh, is it not?
No, it really isn't, because that's actually what I was looking for. So I had to calculate the target ABV back. So interesting.
It's interesting in as much as it doesn't really matter what they say it should be. It's kind of, well, where does it end up?
Well, I'm
Yes,
going to say they say you throw a kilo of sugar in it. I
Mm.
mean, I'm sitting here going, if it's a lager, so that's a summer drink, and I want to drink more of it, if that makes sense. So I'm happy to stay at 4%. But where I buy them from at Wiggles, the guy in there who does a lot of brewing, he's like, I just shove 1.5 kilos in. And
Really?
he shoves it right up to about 5.5%.
Cheeky.
Yeah, he says takes it, doesn't change the taste.
Cheeky. As indeed, these olives are quite cheeky. I'd forgotten they were spicy. It kind of crept up on me.
Right, we'll be back in a bit.
Yeah.
Another beer. Well, we've just poured out a third beer, and it's Bulldog Brews
Yeah, it's one of mine.
Hammer of Thor.
Yeah. This was an experiment. Hammer of Thor comes with a beer yeast. And I brewed it a while back, a year or two back, and it was stunning. But as a result of Mark's sort of messing around with Coopers and lager yeasts and stuff like that, I thought I'd try the Hammer of Thor with a lager yeast. And the results were shocking. I mean, it should come in at 6%. It's 6.5%.
The actual look of this beer,
I mean,
you
that's
can't see it. It's so clear.
It
Yeah.
looks innocent.
I mean,
that is so beautiful.
I mean,
It really is.
I mean, behind that white plate, it is just.
Yeah.
It's crystal. It's crystal in a glass, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Deceptive.
I'm quite excited because there's 2 occasions I've had a Bulldog brew, and it's both been literally the last session on the festival.
Yeah.
And I honestly tell you, I have no recollection of
You've not been dragging it this hour.
Okay. So let's go in. Let's see.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I've got notes of apple. In fact, it's almost cidery.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's
Well, no, don't know.
no. That's,
I'm getting something.
Yeah.
yeah.
I see what you mean about the apple.
Yeah, that's apple.
As soon as you said, I don't know if it's auto suggestion, but that's
Yeah.
what I'm tasting now.
Yeah.
But
not.
I haven't been that keen on this, to be honest with you.
I mean, I'm not a cider drinker, and I tasted that, and like Paul, I'm like
So right
interesting. I couldn't place it, and then, you went apples, and I went It's not a cider.
It's not.
No, it's definitely not a cider.
No,
no,
no, it's definitely not.
but not
Oh,
sweet. Not sweet apple. Like a dry apple. A dryish.
Yes, yeah, cider should be.
Don't know. That's
Right.
changed since last time we.
Oh, me too.
That's matured.
Yeah, matured. But I like that.
Because we reviewed this on the channel a month ago.
A month ago, yeah, I would say
8, 6, 6, 8, something like that.
something like that.
And that has definitely changed.
If somebody asked me what that was, I'd say it was a snake bite.
Lovely.
But it's 6.5%, and when you start getting stronger lagers, you start you buy them in the shops and the cans.
Mm.
They're a bit syrupy.
Yeah.
But there's
Nothing
just
here like
nothing.
that. No.
It's so light.
That's
In fairness, I'm happy with that. And to be honest with you, I've been trying to get rid of it. That's a euphemism for drinking a lot of it straight away. But I'm going to slow down on it now.
probably
Just
too
has-
much.
It might get better.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we'll finish this off at our leisure, and we'll get back in a bit. Just to give you some more conclusions on this.
Keep that for a few
Cool.
months. That could be a scrumpy.
Right. So that was my lager. What do you think?
Well, I think it was gorgeous.
It's very good.
Yeah.
I can't.
Very good.
There's a smoothness to that.
Yeah.
But as I say, when we tasted at the channel, the flavour was quite disjointed. You had a sweetness there, you had a bit. It was all like it didn't blend. It tastes more blended now.
Yeah. I mean, we first tasted this on the channel a while back, but
Yes.
we've also done it more recently against
Yes.
the other one we're going to do afterwards,
Yeah.
which is the same lager with a beer yeast. And even a month ago, it didn't taste anything like this.
No, it's just that's brewing. It's just length of time in the bottle.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
just-
what was that rule you gave us? What we were.
if you taste it, during the break there, I was just saying it. If your homebrew tastes a bit rubbish, leave it for a bit and try it again. Just waiting.
Yeah.
Homebrew is just waiting.
Yeah, it's waiting, cleaning, sterilising.
Yes,
That's homebrew.
that's homebrewing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bit of drinking in the middle.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, I was quite impressed with that. But it'd be interesting. We're going to find out what the kit yeast tastes like now. So
Yeah.
back in a minute with the new pint.
Yes. Okay. So we've just done Hammer of Thor with a lager yeast, which was mine, and the experiment was done by me. How's that going to shape up with the kit that I get, which comes with a beer yeast? So about a week after brewing the lager yeast kit, I did this with a beer yeast. It came in exactly on 6% as it should.
That's the manufacturer's instructions.
Absolutely, bang on. So again, we can see
It's another very light
nice
beer.
light beer,
I
a
don't think
bit
it's.
cloudy.
Slightly cloudy.
I think that might be the pouring thing. Mark.
I'm going to say mine's
Actually, yours is quite good. Yes.
yeah,
I poured Mark's
I think
first,
so.
then mine's second. So mine's a bit cloudy. Mark's is
Yeah.
good, yeah.
mine's beautiful.
But it's not quite as crystally clear as the first one.
It's not, no.
No,
But let's
Let's
taste
get
it.
into it.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, that's a completely different beer.
Yeah.
it's a very different beer.
Yeah.
That is a beer.
You see, I think that's fruitier.
It is. It's maltier as well.
Yeah.
Maltier. It has
It's not
unusually.
not sparkly. It's flatter. It tastes
It is flatter. Yeah.
Yeah.
My one issue with the lager yeast is an awful lot of the ones that you open are quite icy
Yes.
and frothy. This isn't the case with this lot.
It's quite smooth as well.
It's got smoothness and there is a fruitiness.
There's
to
a
it.
moorishness
But
to it.
it's not a citrusy kind of
No.
No.
fruitiness.
No.
It's more of a darker fruit. Really.
Yeah. It's moreish. You want to keep drinking. You want to keep sipping it.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Oh, yeah.
It's
kind
a
of,
slightly acidic fruit, isn't it?
I'd still
Yeah.
say it's still appley.
You still want to get in the apple?
No,
Okay.
when you say it's not citrusy, it's that there is that fruit. It's not
Hint.
apple,
It's more
but
of a
it's not.
hint.
But it's you know what I mean.
Yeah,
It's just-
Not as apple as on before.
No.
No.
But that's I don't know.
This is really interesting because up until today, I would have put this as way better than the other one.
Oh, the gap's closed. Lots.
It has, hasn't it?
It has.
Yeah.
I-
I still think this is a lovely. I think this has got a depth that the other hasn't.
yes, definitely. There's a lot more going on with this. And
Yeah.
it's a far more interesting beer to drink.
Yeah.
But if you want the job done, the other one's probably better because it's 0.5% better.
It's yes.
It's we're back to a lager as a refreshing drink on a summer's day with a
Yeah.
ideally with
But
a
this
steak
is a
on.
6% lager. It's
No,
not.
it's
This is
6%.
not a barbecue lager.
No, it
not,
really
no.
isn't, is it?
No.
You'd have accidents.
But
But I'd
Just
say
for the guests only, not for
Yeah.
the chef.
this is a winter lager. I'd say. It's
Yeah,
for
in front of the log fire.
yes.
yes. Right. Okay. This is it. Yeah. This is. Oh,
Actually,
I'm really intrigued by this now.
strong lagers. When do you ask the viewers? When do you like to drink your strong lagers? Is it winter time, summertime, barbecue time?
Anytime.
Anytime, yeah. But the one we had before, the lager yeast, is definitely a summer drink, I think.
Yes, very much so.
Very,
Well,
very
A
good.
deadly summer drink.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is much more universal.
I think my conclusion would be if I was going to get a Hammer of Thor kit, I'd be happy using the yeast with the kits.
Yeah.
I don't think there's
We would.
anything to be gained by pimping it.
I don't think there is. I think
yeast or-
we were talking about this earlier off camera. How the Bulldog brew kits are top end price wise.
Yeah, some thought gone into them.
There's some thought gone into them, and as a result, I don't think they cut corners. And I think the lager that you brew with a beer yeast is excellent,
Yeah,
and pimping won't do an awful lot for it.
no.
But it's worth experimenting. Always give it a go.
Well, they do their they do their kits, don't they, with nothing?
Yeah,
So they do like just a base malt and a.
yeah,
So I suppose if you're going to pimp your own kit, why buy Hammer of Thor? Just buy the hops you want and the lager base, and just go for it.
yeah. But
There's a whole world to explore, isn't there?
But I'm impressed. The first time you did that in the channel a couple of years ago,
Yeah.
I loved this.
absolutely, yeah,
I still do, and I've still. It hits home really hard.
it does, doesn't
Has
it?
that come
Big
out?
hammer.
But has that come out the same as before? As you remember?
Yeah.
I think
that
it has
was-
done. I don't think there's an awful lot of difference.
No, it does get better the longer you leave this. I think if you left this for a year, it would be even better.
Yeah, and I think
Need a
we'll
very big
probably
show.
find out next Beer Kit Fest.
Oh, you'll
Oh,
keep some
you've
of
got-
that.
I might keep what's on the side. We'll see.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Depends how sad I get.
Well, actually, before we end the session, what's been your favourite beer of the session, guys? Don't have to, or just highlights, or
Highlights. Do you know what? I think the Hammer of Thor with the lager yeast has surprised me the most because I haven't touched it for a month, and the difference in taste has been
that's going to be interesting for another 6
Monumental.
months.
yeah.
I'm going to say. I mean, the first two Coopers, I was like,
Yep, that's
that's
again-
absolutely as I expected. It
Yeah,
was-
although
whereas-
Mexican Savita is just beautiful. I think it's lost a little bit of its limeness.
it has, yes. But
which really was shocking.
I don't
last
think
time, I have
we've
to
had
say.
a bad beer in this session.
No,
no. But
I'll be happy buying and brewing all 3 kits with
Yeah.
the yeast supplied.
yeah,
They've all been nice. I think that for me, the Coopers, the first Coopers was the most refreshing. But the one that stands out for me has to be Anders Apple one.
You
The
like the
lager,
apple,
the lager,
don't you?
yeah.
I like that. That was
I
nice.
mean, they're very different. I mean, we come back to where we were. They're very different beers just by changing the yeast.
Yeah.
And if that's all you, well, and the temperature to go with the yeast, but it's like, if that's all you've done. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when I did the Pilsner experiment off for Coopers, the change was there, and where we were like, this is like a lager, and this is like a German lager, and I'm sitting in Germany, and it's like, but this Hammer of Thor, I mean, yeah,
Well,
But they've all been very drinkable.
I must say that is starting to hit me already. That 6%.
No, what's starting to hit you is the 6.5% one we had before. Fueled.
I know,
6% follow.
I'm
Yeah.
feeling a bit wobbly, and I thought this is session 1 of 5.
yeah. So
Oh,
We always start with the lagers, and they're normally the low end, aren't they?
yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
yes,
Sorry,
Yeah.
people.
It's only going to get worse.
I've bucked the trend.
Yeah,
I do beg
it's,
your pardon.
yeah,
By the way,
nice.
that's the end of our first session. Meet us on the next one for some brown ales.
Ooh.
Until then,
Till then,
bye for now.
Bye bye.
goodbye.